Today on Unsolved Florida, it's been almost 11 years after the brutal broad daylight stabbing of a Crawfordville man. His family is still searching for answers. If you have an unsolved murder or missing persons case you'd like to have more coverage, feel free to send me a DM. This is a case that was submitted by one of my followers, so let's get into it. I've never heard of this county, so I'm gonna hope it's pronounced Wakulla County. I'm not exactly sure, but it is in the Big Bend region of northern Florida, known for its natural beauty, outdoor recreation, and wildlife. It's home to a large national forest, St. Mark's National Wildlife Refuge, and a large Springs State Park. This area is known for fishing, kayaking, bird watching. It's a very popular place for nature lovers, and it was the perfect home for Jody Kilgore. George Kilgore, who went by Jody, was an avid fisher. He was a loving husband, father, grandfather, son, brother, friend, you name it. He was a hardworking man who owned his own business, and he worked for what he got. He was known in his community as a funny and loyal guy, and that's why on October 6, 2014, locals were shocked that he was found fatally stabbed to death in broad daylight in his own front yard. Jody married his high school sweetheart in 1982, purchased the land they eventually lived on, and raised two sons. Shortly after 10 a.m., Jody's neighbor Daniel overheard arguing coming from Jody's residence. He didn't think anything of it, although it was unusual. His body was discovered shortly after by a close family friend, located in his driveway. At the time of the murder, the police really didn't release any information. They're being very tight-lipped about the whole case and what evidence they do have, but they have told the news that they have sent many items in for advanced testing over the last several years. This is the family's public Facebook group. Feel free to join, show them support. There are many posts by family members or friends of Jody. You can pause to read if you'd like. You can't help but notice many of the posts talk about their feelings that the local police have done an inadequate job on handling Jody's case. The family still holds vigils to help spread the word and keep Jody's name in the public. A local private investigator was hired by the Kilgore family to investigate the case in 2015. He came to a firm conclusion on the identity of the killer, presented all the evidence to the sheriff behind closed doors. The sheriff at the time, and likely rightly so, decided that while he believed the investigator was probably correct, there was simply not enough evidence to prosecute on, and no new evidence has turned up. At the time of his death, his family said he was going through a rough time, jobs had become scarce, and he had some personal issues he was dealing with, although they never disclosed what those personal issues were. However, the family nor police have stated a valid motive for Jody's murder. In a local news interview, Jody's sister Robin stated that he had quit going fishing. He had quit doing a lot of things that he had loved to do shortly before his death. His family is very active in social media and in the news, trying to keep his name out there. They have posters, signs, billboards all across their county. His mother has stated she is so worried that her son's killer is someone she sees or talks to on a regular basis and that they are hiding in plain sight. What a thought that is. I'm going to add in some screenshots just from things that I found online when I was looking up Jody's case. I usually like to take a second for my thoughts on the case, and in some articles it says his friend discovered his body, but the information is very vague. Another article said that his son called him many times and Jody never answered. Some online blogs have really specific information saying that perhaps the killer is known to the police, but there isn't any evidence linking him to the crime. Many people are asking if anything was taken from the home. Did the neighbors have cameras? Because the homes were pretty close to each other. Police really aren't giving out a lot of details. They did state he was stabbed on the 1-year anniversary of his passing, hoping for more leads. It seems that the police likely know who their suspect is, and they're choosing not to name him publicly or just at this time. I feel like this case could definitely be solved, especially with a confession, perhaps not a confession to the police, but, someone drinking at a bar and they brag about a murder. The rumors online say it was a planned robbery gone wrong and Jody fought back. They didn't know he would be home. Some online users, like I showed before, even claim to know who the robbers were. It seems police has this information and they're just waiting for that one golden piece of evidence. We see this a lot in cold cases where they are simply circumstantial. At some point, you have to go to the grand jury and say, this is what we have to try. Hopefully by doing this video, y'all look up their Facebook page. We can reach people and pressure them because now is the time to come forward. It's been almost 11 years, and Jody's family deserves justice. There is up to a $15,000 reward for anyone with information that leads to an arrest for the murder of Jody Kilgore. Tips can be made anonymously through a third-party organization called Big Bend Crime Stoppers at 850-574-TIPS. Once again, here is the Facebook page. I would love to see this number grow. And again, if you guys have any cases that you would like to be covered, feel free to message me. My DMs are always open. That's all for today on Unsolved Florida. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.